Hi guys, I'm Autumn and I'm going to talk about the importance of mental illness. So let's get started. According to the National Institute of Health, in 2017, about 46.6 million people were diagnosed with a mental illness. Today I want to give you some information about mental illnesses. I have three main points. First, I want to explain what a mental illness is and how mental illnesses affect people, like how they actually affect them. Second, how mental illnesses correlate with suicide. And lastly, why people should be aware of mental illnesses. So, those 3 points are going to help me inform you why mental illnesses are important and why everyone needs to be aware and educated about them. So first, what is a mental illness and how do they actually affect people? According to the National Institute of Health, mental illnesses are defined as behavioral, mental or emotional disorders. These vary in impact, ranging from mild, moderate, and even severe impairment. Some examples are depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, eating/addictive disorders. Mental illnesses can make you miserable, and they can cause issues in your daily life, such as school, work, or in any kind of relationship with another person. As said before, the signs and symptoms vary. Many people experience feeling down or sad, confused or unable to concentrate, excessive fears or worries, or extreme guilt, and they also have extreme changes in moods of highs and lows. They also have withdrawals from friends and activities, and they can be very tired due to low energy or sleeping problems, and they have an inability to cope with daily problems or stress, and even suicidal thinking. I know this is a lot of information, but it is very important that we all know this. Alright, so now suicide is a very serious issue in today's world. So let's talk about how mental illnesses can cause suicidal thoughts. So, the American Psychological Association states that suicide ranks as the fourth leading cause of death for people ages 35 to 54, and the second for 10 to 34-year-olds. It remains the 10th leading cause of death overall. According to Suicide Awareness, Voice of Education, emotions and even physical pain can become unbearable to people suffering from mental illnesses. And they don't want to die, but it's the only way they feel that they can end their pain. And it's truly an irrational choice. Suffering from depression is involuntary, just like cancer or diabetes, but it's treatable and can be managed. The Mayo Clinic says there's a chemical imbalance that can lead a person not to understand the options available for them, and so they can get help. They just don't get that, and the nerves in our brains when they don't touch each other and they pass from one to the next, they're called neurotransmitters, and if there's not enough, the message doesn't get passed along correctly, and that's why people don't seek help. They just want to end their pain. So now that we've gotten a lot of information, let's find out why everyone should be informed and educated about mental illnesses. According to the National Eating Disorder Association, talking about mental illnesses can help those struggling come to realize that they are not alone and that they are not the only one that feels the way that they do. Many people with anxiety or depression often feel judged, isolated, stereotyped, shameful, or discriminated against by people surrounding them. For those who are not affected by mental illness, talking about it can help inform them about risk factors, symptoms, and treatment, which will allow them to help the people in their lives, or even if it's just a stranger. This can make our society more informed and accepting of mental illnesses. So, overall, we went over what a mental illness is and how they affect people, how suicide correlates with a mental illness, and why people should be informed. Mental illness isn't something to joke about. It's a very serious matter. With people being informed, this could help with mental illnesses and seek help and make people seek help, because they can't just keep all those feelings in by themselves. They have to go talk to someone or something. They can get help. It can also help with the suicide rates. If more people become informed and want to help, I believe that could very well happen, that the suicide rates could go down. They don't want to feel that way, so always remember that. And you don't know what anyone's going through, so just always remember that kindness is key. Thanks for listening.